everyone. This is Rabbitearsblog. Sorry for the late sorry I kind of came in kind of late. I was having a bit of technical difficulty laptop. So I'm starting the broadcast right here and now, and you can go ahead and start asking me some questions. But before I get into oh, sorry about that. But yeah, before we get into the question, I'd like to remind everyone of some things that are coming up for this channel. For one thing, I have this new series called the TV episode roundup, where every Monday I go over all the TV episodes I reviewed for the week, and I do it from the best pick of the week, so you get to see all the TV for the week. On that those will be sure to tune in for TV episode roundup every Monday. And on my other channel, Animation Bliss, I was wondering, for all you animation fans, should I do like a top 15 TV facts for or top 10 top 15 movies suggested? And the reason why I asked, I noticed on channel Federator they were doing 107 facts, and I kind of wanted to on Animation Bliss, but I was wondering if it would be okay with you animation fans if I should do something very similar on Animation Bliss, or I should not go ahead and do it, since it's like channel Federator's already done something like that, and it would be me copying them or something like that. Let me know in the comments below if it's a good idea for me to do something like the top 15 facts show that you want me to talk about. So and please suggest comments below to see if that's an okay idea or not. So let's see if we got any questions right now. Still waiting for some questions, so if you got any questions, all right. And let me see if again, sorry about the technical difficulties I had. I'm still trying to get used to the live show thing. Again, feel free to ask me any kind of questions that deal with movies, TV, cartoons, comic books, whichever. I'm free to do video about I'm free to do questions about that, and I'll answer all the questions in the comments below. So please feel free to ask me any kind of questions you want, and I'll try to answer them. Get my drink a bit. And I'm still waiting for some questions to pop up. Started this kind of late because like I'm still trying to get used to the lives, guys. I still have a bit of a difficulty with, excuse me. So kind of like tinkering around with the system, and sometimes I end up in the wrong as I scheduled the time a little wrong. But again, I apologize for starting this thing 10 minutes late. So started 8 because yeah, it's like so this live streaming thing, it's going to take a bit of work. But again, please feel free to ask me any kind of questions in the comments below, and more some of these questions. So let's see if we got 2 viewers. Awesome. What question? Still looking for some questions. Again, you can ask me movies or TV shows, or about, and I'm more than happy to answer these questions. So I guess what's the pop up? Like I haven't been anything except for watching a lot of new TV shows. Like I've been watching The Orville, and then The Gifted, and Ghosted, and I've done some TV reviews for all those shows. So it like my thoughts about those TV shows are all about, then please feel free to check out my TV episode reviews. I did TV episode reviews for The Gifted, for Humans, other shows that's currently running. Red Magic 17 says, "Hey, how's it going?" Hey, Red Magic, great to see you. So we got some viewers coming in now, which is, again, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask me in the comments below these questions. And the Q&A session is going to last for about an hour 30 minutes. I will wrap up the video when it gets to that time, but ask me any kind of questions you want me to answer. I'm more than happy to answer. Mostly ask me questions about movies or TV shows, or comic books, whichever you want to ask me. So let's see how it's going. If there's any more questions popping up. Again, please feel free to ask me any kind of questions. I'm more than happy to answer any questions. But the watching in the Orville and The Gifted, like Orville, Inhumans, Kevin Probably Saves the World. And so far, out of all the shows I've been watching, I've enjoyed Gifted, since I'm a huge X-Men fan when it comes to Gifted. And the Orville, I think it was a very unique type of series that I thought was going to start its own show in the end. So, yeah, definitely been enjoying the Orville, and I hope to watch more episodes of it. And I think the best show I like so far is the Gifted. That was a pretty good series. Like, I didn't expect it to be like expected to like not exactly focus on the X-Men characters themselves, but to focus on the world of the X-Men, how would mutants fare in this universe and stuff like that. So that's what. And let me know in the comments below, have any of you guys been watching The Gifted or the Orville lately? In those shows, did you hate the shows? Please let me know in the comments below. We could talk more about it in this Q&A session. So let's see. Red Maz, okay. Are you reading Miracle? I haven't read the current DC comics lately, so I haven't really read Mr. Miracle. But I heard some good things about Mr. Miracle here and there. But I would like to check it out if it's any good or not. I never heard of Mr. Miracle before, but that sounds like a pretty good comic book series. So let me know in the comments below if it's any good. Miracle. Okay. So keep the questions up, you guys. And get my drink. All right. But yeah, for like some new comics I could check out, like reading, like probably the only new comic book I've been reading a lot lately by Brian K. Vaughan. I've really been enjoying Saga so far, and I hope to read some of the new first volume Paper Girls, and that was pretty. I'm looking forward to them, and next well these characters. But if there's any of the newer comic books you want me to check out, please feel free to see if I could check those comic books out. Hey, nice to see you here. Please feel free to ask me any kind of questions. And Magic 17, the X-Men series was just a huge fan. Never Gifted is a good series. Gifted is a pretty good series so far. Like, I was actually surprised that I ended up liking this series. Like, I never thought that we would get an X-Men series that takes place in the X-Men world, but at the same time, it's like on the X-Men characters themselves, but focuses on the universe they live in and how it's treated. So And I just felt like the pacing of the show and the character development in that show was very well done. So I definitely liked The Gifted, and I was really surprised that I ended up liking it. Jay says, "What is your of the fall so far?" Um, my favorite show for the fall is The Gifted. Like, because again, the pacing was really well done, and I like the character development going into the characters, and because it's like an X-Men TV series, that's like a big thing because I'm a huge X. So I'm hoping to see the X-Men characters pop up in there at some point. But overall, I've been really enjoying The Gifted. So coming in a close sec. Like the Orville I was really surprised with because I thought it was going to be like a spoof of Star Trek, but it ended up being something more of a spoof than Star Trek. Like it ended up being its own show that has Star Trek references. But the Orville is another show I've really been enjoying so far this fall. Next question. Red Magic 17 said, check out Mr. Miracle. It's amazing. Definitely going to check out Mr. Miracle. Then I heard some good things about it, so I'm definitely going to check that out. Miracle is good. Also, definitely going to check that series out whenever I get the chance. 17 said, did you watch the season premiere of The Flash? Unfortunately, I wasn't able to because my TV was kind of acting up when The Flash was coming. I haven't really been able to watch any of the. I can't really get CW that well. Watching Netflix just with those shows, but yeah, I would like to watch The Flash, and hopefully later on I'm gonna try to watch The Flash season's premiere later on. But I'm so behind on that show. Like I'm still in the second season of Flash since my TV's been acting up for the last thing, catch up on a lot of CW shows. So I'm still watching Supergirl. Like I'm still trying to watch the second season of Supergirl, and I'm trying to catch up on Arrows that I'm kind of far behind in. But I'm hoping to catch up on both Flash and Supergirl soon, since those are my two favorite CW shows at the moment. All right. Question. And Jay says, Trek, just too much humor. About the Orville, like it has a lot of Trek references, but it's like more emphasis on the humor, and I didn't like that about the show. Like it issues that Star Trek goes through, which is like, you know, they go through the same real life issues, like real life issue, but humorous way. So that's what I love so much about the Orville, and it still manages to be its own show just by combining comedy into one series. So that's what I really enjoy about the Orville. All right, have them up. Oh, okay. Maybe I'll try to download the CW app so I can get caught up on Flash and Arrow and see way shows and where the characters are going at this point. But I'll try shows, and I'll try Tomorrow too. Like I've heard mixed things about Legends of Tomorrow, but I'm gonna try to whenever I get the chance to. Okay. And Jay says they post the 5 past episodes. Is it like the Flash or shows? If it is, and if I'm still in season 2 of the Girl, I may be way far behind, but I'm definitely going to check out the CW app to up on all the shows on CW. Questions? We got a lot of good questions tonight, so that's please feel free to keep on asking me questions about movies, comic books, shows, whichever. I'm happy to answer. All right. But yeah, I think a lot of the fall shows this season, I mentioned before, like the Orville and Inhuman. I mean, the Orville and the Gifted the best so far. Inhumans, I will admit, I feel like I'm the only person watching Humans at this moment. And that's because I'm trying to see if the show gets better over time. Now, it's still to the other shows. I'm hopefully a little better, get the characters a little more, like speed up the pacing or something, because that's my two main issues with the um character characterization of all the characters. So I'm hoping they kind of did in the fourth episode, but delve more to these characters later on. So in Humans, of all the shows I'm watching this fall, but it would get better, I'm hoping. All right. So the episodes on Netflix. This for the Flash and Supergirl. That would be great because I could get Netflix and try to check out the rest of those shows whenever I get the chance to. And Jay says, biggest disappointment on TV so far. Like the Humans. So far I haven't really get into the Humans because again there's really pacing of the show. I can't really I don't really care for any of the characters because they seem too flat or they were too unlikable to me. And I think the last episode was getting a little better, but it's still not as good as say the Orville, the Gifted. So for me, the biggest disappointment for fall TV so far is the Humans. Like this was going to be a really good Marvel show, but it ended up being my biggest disappointment so far. But hopefully we get a little better in later episodes. But again, the biggest disappointment for me for fall TV so far. Okay. Up. And I'm gonna get my drink. All right. Thing in the side. But yeah, Runaways is coming on like a little later on. Like I have Hulu, and I'm definitely looking forward to now Runaways. So I did read the series before, way back when I was like in college or something. Like no, it happened after I got out of college. I started reading Runaways, but I'm really excited to check out about the Runaways TV show. So I'm definitely excited to check that out, and I can't wait to see what they're gonna do with the Runaways. That would be pretty awesome with the characters from the Runaways and how each character is going to be portrayed. So definitely looking forward to that. I mean, and I'm happy to answer any of these questions. But yeah, some other shows. I'm not sure if I'm going to be watching Young Sheldon this season because I've always felt like with Harry, why do we need a show about young Sheldon? That didn't make any sense to me. But watched the show in the fall just to see how it goes, and if it's not that good, I'll sometime down the line. But I will be just to see how it's like, to see if it's even worth watching or not. Is anybody else watching Young Sheldon? If you're a Big Bang Theory fan, are y'all thinking about watching Young Sheldon, or do y'all think it's also a waste of time? Please let. All right. The questions coming. Let me get my drink again. All right. What's going on? And then with Star Trek Discovery, I've only seen the first episode so far. More of the episodes of Star Trek Discovery, but it's like available on CBS CBS All Access, and I just get CBS All Access right now, so I can't watch Star Trek Discovery right now, at least until it comes out on DVD. But I've seen the first episode. I wish I could watch the show on CBS All Access, but right now I just can't afford to. So, yeah, let me know in the comments below how Star Trek Discovery doing. Is it a pretty good show so far? Is it different from the previous Star Trek shows? I would like to know how it's doing so far, and maybe I'll probably do a season wrap up of Star Trek Discovery whenever I get the chance to, because see how the show would different from the previous Star Trek shows, and if it's going to be faithful to the Star Trek mythos. If any of you have seen Star Trek Discovery, what are your thoughts about Star Trek Discovery? All right. Jay says, I would like it if it felt like Sheldon when he was younger. Um, Personally, I probably would have been more interested in young Sheldon if it's like, maybe if it was like a spinoff theory where Sheldon moved away from the gang and we see the city, or maybe if they had just started the original series off as the gang of Big Bang Theory as young kids, and we see the adventures from the very beginning. Like I've always had this thing about having the spinoffs of the characters when they were younger. If I wanted to see the characters when they were younger, why didn't they do it in the first place? That's just my. But that's how I feel about young Sheldon, because I'm like the younger version of Sheldon. When we've already seen the adult version of Sheldon, so that's just my thing. But I probably still November, I believe. I think young Sheldon's gonna come out. Um, but yeah, I'll probably see it and do a little review on it. If I don't like the show, I'll probably drop it. If I do like the show, then I'll probably review it full. But I don't know. We'll have to see what young Sheldon's gonna be like. So I'm interested to see what that show's gonna be like. Jay says, so far it is okay, but it is very different from the young Sheldon. Did it come out September? You're talking about Star Trek Discovery, right? Um, but you said it's okay. It's just different series. Um, yeah, I've been hearing that. Like I hear a lot of people say Star Trek Discovery is pretty different from the previous Star Trek shows. Like the timeline is a little different, and then I noticed that the Klingons look way different in that series than the Star Trek: The Next Generation. Like, if you've seen Star Trek: The Next Generation, you probably know that Worf is a Klingon, and that's how he looked like. Excuse me. That's how the Klingons looked like back then, and you see Star Trek Discovery, and they look way for. So yeah, I do agree. Star Trek Discovery is probably like to something like that. So, but yeah, the first episode I saw was pretty good. Um, I'm able to get the show, the rest of the series on season one, and see where the characters go from there. All right. Okay. Jay says yes. Oh, okay. Young Sheldon, and then we talk about Star Trek Discovery. So I was trying to figure out which, but yeah, interesting to have a Star Trek show that's kind of different from the original. So, um, I, I hope this show does well. I hope it makes it on DVD. And I don't know why CBS put it on their All Access channel. I guess they figure, well, a lot of tracks, so they'll just put it on their All Access channel. But I am curious about that show to see if it lives up to the original Star Treks that were so it's interesting to see what Discovery is going to be taking place at. All right. Keep the questions. Answer these questions. Let me get my drink. All right. I do wonder about the TV shows that's coming out next year. like get the TV schedule to see what TV shows are coming out next year. But I have seen it and interesting from what we're used to with the X-Men. Like it looks more like a horror series than an actual X-Men series, but I guess Fox is trying to do something different with the X-Men franchise at this point. Like they was pretty successful with Deadpool being very vulgar, but be a very successful superhero movie. So I guess Fox is like, let's try something different with the X-Men. Let's make a horror about the X-Men. So I am interested to see what New Mutants is going to be like, and if it's going to be as good as say Deadpool is. So New Mutants trailer, and it looks pretty interesting, a bit different from what we've seen of X-Men, and good. Again, it's not every day that you see an X-Men TV series that's like horror. All right. Jay says, yeah, the Klingons in the time in the time they are in, which is series. The Klingons should look more human, like no head ridges even. The head ridges came in undiscovered country. Huh, interesting. I didn't know that about Star Trek, and I figured this show taking place before the original series since they introduced the Vulcan. So characters like actually adopted by Vulcan, so that's pretty cool. But I'd like to know in the comments below just how faring as being raised as a Vulcan, and how it deals with her ideals throughout the show. So I'm interested in knowing about that. Let's see. So keep the questions up, guys. I'm always happy to got some water spilled on my lip, but I'm always happy to answer any kind of questions you guys got. So let me know in the comments below. Ask me any more questions. Okay. This is like off topic thing, but this is like my third live show I've done so far, so that's pretty cool. The live show the very first time, and I got cut off midway through by accident. I'm hoping I can make it through the hour 30 minutes thing this time, even though I get through last time, so that was pretty cool. That I was able to make it through the video for an hour 30 minutes because I wanted to have it set up in the originally, but I guess did the video the first time I got cut off at the midway point, and I wasn't able to do the hour and 30 minutes like I wanted to. But the screen was messed up, and announced it kind of late. So where I'm trying to prepare a little better. Well, I still kind of started like 10 minutes late, but that was because I was having problems with timers. Like the timers on the work much differently than what we expected. So what I expected. So I had to tinker with that a bit to figure out what was going on with the timers. Yeah. So far I've been enjoying doing these live shows. It's just I'm still trying to get used to how to handle. That's my thing. All right. Jay says, yeah, they should be suffering from the argumentative virus. Like you're talking about, should the Klingons be suffering from the virus? Um that'd be interesting. About the Klingons suffering from the virus. If that's what happened in the Track Discovery, the Klingons suffer. So to see what's going on with that show, and so I'm really interested in seeing where Star Trek Discovery is going to go. Like you were Star Trek Discovery there, right, Jay? Right. So let's see. And I've been wondering about some movies that's coming out next year. Like anybody like excited for the Justice League movie coming out this year? I'm actually I'm cautiously excited about the Justice League movie. Like even though I've Wonder Woman movie, I'm kind of like cautiously optimistic about the Justice League movie. It's just after seeing Superman, it's like I'm a little afraid for the DC movie universe, and I hope it's a little good. The Justice League movie is good, but though they said that getting involved in that, so that's some good news there. Since Josh Whedon is a really good writer, and he's done a good job with the Avengers movies, so maybe he'll do a pretty good job with the Justice League movie, and I can't wait to see what Josh Whedon's going to do. Justice good. Really hope so because the DC movie really depends on the Justice League success at this point. Even though it's successful, the Justice League is like the big end game with the DC movie universe, so it does pretty well. Jay says the Klingons look like the way Worf does in the next because of the arguments they contracted a virus which took away their riches and it took time. I didn't Yeah, there was a lot of things I didn't know about Star Trek: The Next Generation. I mean, I used to watch that show a lot when I was little. Unless I've seen the previous 1960 Star Trek series, I probably wouldn't get all the references going on. But yeah, I didn't know about the Klingons. So that's a pretty interesting fact, Jay. Thanks for letting me know about that fact about the Klingons. All right, let's see the comments, guys. I'm always happy to answer anybody. Let me see something real quick. All right. So has anybody else sorry about that. Water on my nose. Keeps spilling water on my nose. But anyway, has anybody else often had problems when they did live shows too? Like sometimes trying to get stuff to work out right and then trying to get the time set up. That's why I was kind of late. Did the live show because I was still trying to but I'm trying to like do better with these live shows, like try to warn people on time when I'm doing a live show, and yeah, at least warn people at least 2 weeks ahead of time that hey, I'm doing so everybody can come and be a part of the live show whenever possible. So yeah, I'm still this whole live show thing, but again, I'm always happy for people to ask me my interest in TV shows and movies, um music. But yeah, I like answering all these questions that the viewers sometimes it's kind of hard doing know how to do if you're that much. So because this is my third time doing a live show, I'm hoping I get a little so I'm still working on trying to get people over to the live show. Yeah, my channel's kind of small at the moment, so even though I've been on YouTube for a long time, but the live show thing is like something I just started doing. So this is one so far, and I want to make this a monthly thing. So those questions every month. So hopefully, once I start doing this every month, start catching on with a lot of people. So looking forward to that. Oh yeah, there are always problems. Yeah, have technical problems. I think that's the biggest issue for me when doing live shows is that there's always like a technical problem that happens that you're aware of, and you have to try to fix it as much as you can, or else it's gonna be like mess up your show a bit. So yeah, I'm still trying to work those out as much as possible, and still trying to figure out, because that was why I got in kind of late, because 8 o'clock p.m. and for some reason hours, and I was like, no hours, it should be like less than that. But yeah, those are some things I'm going to try have to work through when you're doing live shows, and um get over that pretty soon in future videos. All right, Kitty. All right, get my water. Oh, let me know in the comments below if there's any new comics I should be checking out. Like I heard some mixed things about X-Men Gold. Like I guess it's all Pride fan or not, whether or not you like X-Men Gold. But I was thinking about checking out that book because I am a Kitty Pryde fan, but I'm also a huge Colossus fan. So since Colossus is in that book, I'm definitely gonna be picking it up. Um, Again, like I mentioned about Saga and Pearls, which are some current comic books that are currently running that I've really been enjoying. I'm enjoying Mark Waid's one on the Archie comics so far. So um, definitely looking forward to reading more of Mark Waid's run. I don't even so far, and I hope to read the rest of the volumes. But I've been hearing that series just keeps getting better and better also. So I'm definitely excited to be checking out the rest of Mark Waid's run soon. And I also heard some good things. So I know the title doesn't sound that appealing to me, but a lot of people have been saying a lot of good things about this series. I might give Snot Girl a chance to, but let me know in the comments below what are some new comic book series I should definitely be checking out. And as always, please feel free to questions because we still got a few good more minutes left until this Q&A session wraps up. But yeah, there's like a lot of that I wanted to check out that I haven't really got a chance to check out lately. So um I'm looking forward to books if you're willing to request any good comics out for me. Mm-hmm. Want to remind you that there are some anniversaries of several shows coming out, like well, there's yeah, like several anniversaries of shows this year. So it's 2017. So we got some shows that are like 20th anniversary and 25th anniversary. So I'll call it out like this. Anniversary Batman the Animated Series that came out in 1992, so it's its 25th anniversary, and I will be doing a video about that on my other channel, Animation Bliss, talking about how the show has affected me as a child and how it's affected me as a super. So on the channel Animation Bliss for my thoughts on the 25th anniversary of Batman the Animated Series and how that show really affected me as a Batman fan. 25th anniversary to X-Men the Animated Series came out the exact same year as Batman the Animated Series, 1992. So definitely should also do a video or maybe a joint video about X-Men the Animated Series with Batman the Animated Series, since they're both shows that really shape hero interest in late. So happy 25th anniversaries to both series and X-Men the Animated Series. To Daria, the show that was a spin-off of Beavis and Butthead. So it's its 20th anniversary for Daria. So and I might do a review about Daria on my other channel, Animation. So definitely keep watch for that show. Happy 20th anniversary to the Angry Beavers, which came on Nick 1997. And this is definitely a show you should definitely check out if you're a Nicktoons fan. So happy 20th anniversary to the Angry Beavers. Anniversary to Buffy the Vampire Slayer. So if you're a Buffy the Vampire Slayer fan, I wish Buffy a happy 20th. Now I'll be keeping that up throughout the show. So if there's any other shows that you think for their 20th or their 25th anniversary, please let me know in the comments below. Jay says Phoenix Resurrection looks good. Interested in seeing for the X-Men. I wonder how they're gonna deal with the Jean Grey becoming the Phoenix in this universe, since they practically started over the universe Days of Future Past for the X-Men movie. So I wonder Resurrection arc is gonna play out in the X-Men movie. So I am interested in that movie. Really excited because the X-Men movies are kind of a hit and miss for me, but yeah, I am interested to see next Resurrection next year. Jay says Power Rangers is 25 years in 2018. Oh yeah, because Power Rangers started in 1993, so yeah, Power Rangers will be celebrating their 25th anniversary next year also. So that's another show, another series going to go through their 25th anniversary, and it makes me wonder what are they going to do for Power Rangers for their 25th anniversary? Are they kind of release on DVD? Are they going to like make a TV special all the Power Rangers that has all the Power Rangers from the previous series show up into this one episode, like they did for the 10th anniversary? I think they got all the Red Rangers, the 10th anniversary of the Power Rangers. So I am interested to see what they're going to do with the Power Rangers for next year for their 25th anniversary. And speaking of 25th anniversary for 2018, we also got Sonic the Hedgehog Saturday AM, which started in 1993. So that they will be celebrating anniversary next year. Those are some of the shows that I can think of for celebrating the 25th anniversary for next year. All right. Jay says Rugrats #1 comes out this Wednesday. Oh yeah, I heard that Nickelodeon was planning to do some comic books about. So that'd be awesome to see a comic book about the Rugrats. Like I grew up watching Rugrats when I was little, and what the Rugrats are going to look like in the comic book format. So that's pretty cool. I definitely can't wait to see this issue. I'm a huge Rugrats fan. Glad that Nickelodeon's decided to put some of their older Nicktoons in comic book form. How these stories are going to be played out, and what kind of stories are going to play for Rugrats in this comic book series. So interested in checking out Rugrats #1. So that's pretty cool. Do a video about my excitement for the Rugrats #1 comic book issue. So yeah, I'm really excited for that. So it's that you guys are hoping like besides Rugrats, I definitely would like to see the Angry Beavers get their own comic book series. Like I'm a huge Angry Beavers fan, and sometimes the Angry Beavers played a lot when it comes to other Nicktoons. But yeah, I would like for Angry Beavers to get their own comic book series. And I also would like to see a comic book series. I know Jungle Movie is coming out this year in November. Hopefully I can actually watch it since I'm a huge Hey Arnold fan. But yeah, Small Life. I think Small Life is going to get a comic book series. I'm not sure when. Um, and I want to see Our Monsters and Doug get their own comic book series, though. Because I'm not sure if Disney still owns Doug or get the rights back, so I'm not sure about the case with Doug. All right. Jay says 10th was Forever Red. All the episode was all the Red Rangers from the first 10 seasons. The 15th they have 5 Rangers from 5 different seasons, and the 20th had the Legacy War. One of the Power Rangers episodes had all the Red Rangers come together from the previous seasons, and I'm gonna call the end of the Power Rangers or something like that. I didn't see all the episode, but I do remember an episode where all the Red Rangers came together. So, and you mentioned before, Jay, that Legacy War. So, I don't think I've seen the Legacy War before, but let me know in the comments below what the Legacy War was all about, Jay. I don't think I've seen that episode, but it sounds pretty interesting and to do with the newer Power Rangers fighting with the older Power Rangers. So, yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to what Rangers for the 25th anniversary. So, maybe have something that be like the end of the Power Rangers again or something like that. See what they're gonna do for the 25th anniversary, or maybe the Power Rangers to come back in one episode again. That would be really fun. All right. Jay says that episode was Forever Red. Let's see. Oh, so you're talking about the episode where all the Red Rangers came together. That was Forever Red. Oh yeah. Because title says Forever Red, so I guess it would make a lot of sense for the title to be named that. And then you have all the Red Rangers come together from the previous seasons into this one episode. Make me wonder if they do a 25th anniversary episode for Power Rangers. Are they gonna bring back all the whole game? Just summon. Really curious about that. About what they're gonna do with all that. Okay. Jay says every Ranger ever team up to take on the main villain Power Ranger Super Mega Force. Had their helmets off. Oh, okay. Interesting. That sounds like a pretty interesting episode about or from previous seasons all come together and fight this great evil. Awesome. I didn't know about that. Thanks for letting me know about that, Jay. It's like been a while since I've actually seen the Power Rangers, so I do the episodes most of the time. So but yeah, it's really interesting that they have some special Power Rangers episodes that have the Power Rangers like all fight up against this big evil. So it's just interesting to see all these Power Rangers come together whenever a special episode comes around. So get my water. All right. Keep the questions coming up. Jay, the Power Rangers was the 2-part season finale of Power Rangers Wild Force. An episode that says the end of the Power Rangers. So I guess Wild Force was like here, I believe. I can't remember who has the Power Rangers right now, who owns the Power Rangers right now, because owned by several different companies. They were first owned by Fox, and then they were owned by Disney, and now I think they're owned by Nickelodeon. So yeah, there's a lot of different companies that own the Power Rangers. Sort of like with Ninja Turtles, you know, Mirage doesn't own Ninja Turtles anymore, but Nickelodeon does. So of course Nickelodeon is the one that's Turtle series. But yeah, with Power Rangers, it was like 3 different companies done Power Rangers, and Fox and then Disney, and then I think Nickelodeon had the rights to Power Rangers. Um so yeah, I knew there was like some kind of episode that says the end of the Power Rangers. So I gotta go back and watch all these Power Rangers shows again. It's like been a while since I watched Power Rangers, and a lot of either had all the Rangers come together or had them separate or whatever. I'm gonna watch Power Rangers again down the line. All right. Keep the questions coming. You can ask me about any kind of questions that deal with movies and TV shows and comic books, whichever. So please keep the questions coming up, and I'm free to answer any questions. Always gotta get my drink. Let's see. Oh, Jay says you're welcome. Yeah, thanks for letting me know, Jay, because I don't think I would have known about these if you haven't told me about them. Because again, it's been a long time since I've seen Power Rangers, so I don't know the details about her. All I know is that Tommy's like Ranger, the main Red Ranger, like the most popular Red Ranger. So that's the big thing I remember about Power Rangers, and I probably remember more about Power Rangers like Mighty Morphin with any other Power Rangers, except for Dynaforce. I used to watch Dynaforce a lot when I was little. So those were some series I watched a lot when I was little. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers and Power Rangers Dynaforce. Watching Power Rangers Lost in Space. So I heard a lot of people said that that was a pretty good series, and I have to agree with a lot of people. I think Power Rangers Lost in Space cool so far. So I'm definitely going to try to look at the rest of the series whenever I get the chance to. But those are the three Power Rangers shows I used to watch: Dynaforce, Lost in Space, and Mighty Morphin. So I look at all these Power Ranger shows whenever I get the chance to. Jay says originally he aired it on Fox. Then he sold the rights to Disney back, and he now has them on Nick. Okay. Um. Yeah, I've been wondering about how that went. Like, Power Rangers was like being owned first by Fox and then Disney, and then they went so jumping from one place to another, of one company to another. So that's those were some of the things that confused me. And then it's like I remember this era because that's the era I grew up the most with. And then some of the Disney era, I watched some of the episodes of the Disney era, like Dinah Force was like one of the main ones. But I haven't really watched any of the Nickelodeon ones since it came on a time where I kind of lost Nickelodeon a bit, but or stopped watching Nickelodeon at some point. So I didn't know about the Nickelodeon episodes of Power Rangers. Tommy is maybe the most, but Jason seems to always win the popularity polls. Like about to say Jason the Blue Ranger, but that's Billy. He's the Blue Ranger. But yeah, I've heard about Jason being pretty popular. I think Jason was the White Ranger, right? But yeah, I think Ranger, I believe. Um, I heard a lot of fans talk about the White Ranger a lot, so yeah, that's pretty interesting that both Jason and like some of the most popular Power Rangers ever. So that's really interesting. And then the Power Ranger female, it's always been Kimberly. So like Kimberly, I know is always a very popular Power Ranger. Definitely got to read some more Power Ranger or see more Power Rangers TV shows that involves Kimberly in it. and keep the questions coming. And Jay says, or Nick never owned them. It was Saban. He just aired it on Fox and now on Nick. But Disney did own it when they aired it. Yeah, I think his own Power Rangers, all those years, moved it from one company to, and I finally got the full rights to Power Rangers when he moved it to Nickelodeon, because like you said, I think Disney owned their share of Power Rangers when they moved on their network. So just been kind of jumping one network to the next. It kind of makes me wonder what other network Power Rangers is going to jump to next. Maybe because Disney already had them. I'm not sure about Cartoon Network either because it's not cartoons. So if they do jump Power Rangers to another kids station in the near future. Right. So keep the questions coming. I'm always happy to answer any kind of questions. And I seem to be drinking a lot of water lately because as you can see, dry a lot of water. Right. Jay says, wait, sorry, skip the question. Jason was the original Red Ranger and Mighty Morphin. Tommy was the Green Ranger, then the White Ranger and Mighty Morphin. Tommy was Red in Power Rangers Zeo and Power Rangers Turbo, and then returned as the Black Ranger in Power Rangers Dino Thunder. Oh, okay, so okay, Red Ranger, and then Tommy became the Red Ranger later on. I always get those two, like just such a long history. You know, it's like I get confused really easy. The Power Rangers in general. So definitely Jason still Ranger, and then Red Ranger, then Tommy. Okay, so I think I get it. Confused with those two, and I'm trying to find out more shows that we're going back to the anniversary thing. Some more TV shows that came out in two and 1990. I mentioned before happy 25th anniversary to Batman the animated series and X-Men the animated series, and happy 20th anniversary to the Angry Beavers and to Buffy the Vampire Slayer. And if there's any other TV shows that you know of that premiere in 1992 or 1997 has their own anniversary, please let me know in the comments below, and I'll make sure I give, because there's a lot of those out there that deserve to be shouted out with their anniversary, and I'm more than happy to get the shows that are celebrating anniversary or the 25th. If there's any other shows that are like celebrating their 20th or their 25th anniversary. Mm-hmm. Keep the questions coming up, guys. Then Jay says Tommy's real name is Jason David Frank, so people mixed them up. Oh, yeah. Okay. Played the guy who played Tommy, Jason David Frank. Okay. Yeah, so now I'm kind of mixed up about like why I got those two mixed up so much, because there was a guy named Tommy. Trey Tommy was named Jason Franks. So that's me and Jason because of the acting Tyson. So yeah, bit confusing right there. So that night, all right. have a great rest of your show. Oh, thanks, Jay. Thanks for stopping. Really enjoy answering all your questions, and I hope you get to come back on my next live Q&A show, which will be the beginning of the November. So I have a show in November, either the first or second week. Please feel free to check me out on next month in November. And again, it's over 30 minutes, so please feel free to check me out then. So, so I'll see you later, Jay. So, any other questions? Please feel free to ask me any more questions in the comments below. Again, ask me about a good time until I wrap up the show. So if you got any more questions about movies or TV shows or comic books or whatever, please feel free to ask the questions in the comments below, and I'd be glad to answer these questions. So we got a lot of tonight, guys. And a lot of information I didn't know about, especially about Power Rangers, since Power Rangers a lot when I was little, but I stopped watching the series somewhere around that the Disney era came around. I know a lot about Power Rangers at the time, but I'm glad I got the whole Tommy and Jason thing all figured out, since those were the two characters I was the most confused about. So now I know who Tommy and who Jason. Thanks Jay for letting me know all that. I'm really confused about all of that about the Power Rangers, since I haven't seen Power Rangers for a while. All right. So keep the questions coming, guys. Please feel free to ask me questions, books, anything. I'm free to answer them. All right. So, no more questions at this moment. So, cut off the video, but keep talking before I cut off the video. No more if there are. Please feel free to ask me any kind of questions. All right. Let me see. I might show early if there's no more viewers. So I guess because I'm gonna we did meet the hour long mark, so that's so I guess we'll wrap up the show right now, since there's no more questions being asked at the moment. So before I would like to remind everyone that post up every Sunday for this channel. It could be Sunday morning, Sunday night, or Sunday evening, depending on when I can get the videos posted up. And also for that's where I review all the shows I review for the week, and it's going to be from worst pick of the week. So be sure to tune in every Monday for TV episode roundup, and also some updates on my other channel, Animation Bliss. If you I want to do this new thing called the top 15 facts for a cartoon series, and I wanted to ask you guys to be okay if I do something like that. Like Channel Federator was like something called 107 facts, and I wanted to do where I do instead 15. So let me know in the comments below if okay with you guys that I should do the talking for Animation Bliss, and I'll see if I can go ahead and go ahead and with that. And then also Animation Bliss, I would be doing the Batman the Animated Series. Oh, we got another viewer coming in. So me questions. I will be wrapping up the show in 14 minutes. There's no more questions being if there's no more questions asked, then I'll probably wrap up the show kind of early. Usually most of my Q&A an hour 30 minutes. So if you have no questions, then I will wrap up this saying about Animation Bliss, 5th anniversary thing for Batman the Animated Series. So drop in my other channel, Animation Bliss, and I will be giving out links of my channels. Well, I give out the link to my channel, Animation Bliss, so you could go ahead and check it out, see what I got for all you cartoon fan. Please feel free to check out my other channel, Animation Bliss. Give me any kind of suggestions, and also in the comments below, if there's any topic videos you want me to do for either Animation Bliss or Rabbitearsblog, please feel free if I can get to those questions as soon as possible. Else got any more questions? I guess been a great pleasure with everybody. And again, stop by both my blog and my other channel, Animation Bliss, and you can check in the description box below the link to my other channel, Animation Bliss. And I will be live Q&A session in November of next month. It's probably going to be either the first week or the second week of the month. So be sure to tune in for in November for my Q&A. So come in that November. Well, this is a session. I hope everybody enjoyed asking me, and I really enjoyed asking everybody's questions. And again, join me next month for my next live Q&A session. And you guys have a good day. I'll see everybody later. I'll see you guys later.